Hi, welcome back. To start off with, I want to say I do apologise. It's been a long while I've done a video because of it's been Christmas, enjoying the food, the quality time with people that I care about and having good times over the holiday, which is very, very important. I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who's been watching my videos over the last how many months over the Christmas period, over when I've launched everything from, it was the end of September up until now. So it has been hectic over the holidays, doing bits and pieces, enjoying time with friends and seeing loved ones who I care about. I just want to say a big thank you to Jen, massively, who's helped me on that journey. There's a few other people out there, Leroy, Marcus, Leonard, the list goes on with family members, stuff like that. So I feel with this video, one thing I want to talk about reflection as well as resilience. You look at the year, what goes from January till now, you're always going to be tested in life and the goals that you want to achieve. You're always going to have knockbacks, setbacks, people will be negative, people that you surround yourself with, where you want to move forward in that direction you want to go, all the goals that you're going to set. We're all going to make mistakes, things are going to happen. And this is why sometimes when I look back at this year, the things that I've achieved and what moving forward into next year, each month is very important to set goals because you know where you are and you know where you stand. And every fortnight you can reflect back on these goals and tick them off straight away. And this is one thing I'm going to show you. This book I've got here, let me turn it up this way. This book, I've got all this in here. I'll take notes of the things that I want to achieve. And this is important because you have things visual and you can see things where you want it to be and you can keep moving forward from there. Of course, you can have knockbacks where you're going to be upset. You don't feel like doing it. You think, you know what, I've had enough. I don't want to do it today. I've given up. And then you could just stop. The thing with that is sometimes happiness starts from in yourself. Things that you want to achieve is setting a clear vision where you want to be and where you want to go. It's like a timeline. So from January up until the end of the year, but you can break it up into chunks from January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, and the list goes on. So for me, how I start from January, and then as the month go on, say in the January, I reflect, or every fortnight I reflect, and I focus one goal at a time. Once I've done that one, I'll move on to the next one. But before I move on to the next one, I always feel that it's important to celebrate your wins. Celebrate your wins knowing that you've achieved something. It could be the smallest thing that you want to have, or you could buy yourself, I don't know, a pair of socks, trainers, to feel that you've achieved something. Because sometimes we don't give ourselves enough credit to ourselves. Even though sometimes we can make mistakes, you pick yourself back up and you keep moving forward. Then the month after, you do the same thing because the long goal where you want to achieve will be there straight away. And then you do the same thing in February, you do the same thing in March, and then you keep going, keep going, keep going. But don't get it wrong, there'll be times where you think, I'm not doing it. Don't feel like doing it. But what happens is, you can miss a month, February, and then you'll pull it off, then you'll pull it off. Then it comes to April. What happens to the goal that you started in January? Then it's like you're trying to backtrack. So I think it's very important to keep notes from everything what you're doing. A vision board, a notebook, which is very clear. If you're very visual with say, for example, the things what you want to achieve, you go on the internet, say for example, pictures that you want to take out. For me, I remember I was training at the gym. There was a heavy weight I wanted to lift, and I made sure I took a picture from a previous session before and I put it on my vision board. I put something else, a course that I was doing. I put the picture up as well. And there was something else. Every morning I'd look at it and visualise, this is what I'm going to do, this is what I'm going to do, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And that then manifested, and I kind of said it to myself over and over and over and over and over. I did succeed. I'm laughing about it because it just popped in my head and I was proud of myself for it. I managed to do one task. Then once I've done that one, celebrate, chill, relax. Then you jump straight into the next task. Once you've done that one, celebrate, relax, not too long, couple of days, bang, straight into the next task. So motivation is important, but it's about consistency, your resilience, because you're always going to have setbacks, you'll fail one day, but you don't just stop and go, you know what, I'll just give up. Because we can easily give up, because people can criticise and say this. I'm not saying not to listen to people, we're not saying that, but as long as you know where you need to be, as long as you know where you can actually feel that, you know what, I can improve on that, and then you keep going forward. You listen to the thoughts in your head, nothing else, but also the people who's close to you, that know you from in and out, who see you on a day-to-day basis, can help. Because having resilience is the grit, determination, the willpower to keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. You might not see it straight away, the goal that you want, because sometimes we get frustrated and thinking, I'm not going to achieve it, I want to get it done now. But what happens when you do that? You burn yourself out. So when it comes to that, you take time out for yourself, relax. If you have to wind yourself down for a couple of days, once you've had a couple of days yourself, you jump straight back into it straight away. At least give yourself 2-3 days. It could be reading the book, spa, going to the park. Because the biggest thing, when you burn yourself out, your nervous system gets to the point where you're tired, stressed, you're panicking all the time. To relax your nervous system, it's about doing breath work, meditation, journaling, talking to a friend, going for a walk, having downtime to yourself. If you have to kind of come off social media for the time being, sit with yourself, present, quiet time. And then once you've had a quiet time, reflect and get those thoughts out your head onto a notepad. You can have another notepad where you can put reflect on your thoughts, if it's weekly or day to day, and then jump back it straight away. And you give yourself time, eating right food, fruits, water, so to be hydrated. And again, you can have things where you might have to help you to, say, for example, you might have a cheeky day when you want junk food, then that's fine. But then you make sure that you follow and you continue and you carry on. That's very important. But close towards the time when you know that goal's coming, because every goal is a deadline. It depends on what it is. If it's moving a house, it's completely different. If you're going to the gym, you know in a certain period you think, right, I'm doing it. Then if it's like the gym, you condense the time, right, I want to be hitting this weight, such and such. Take notes at the gym. Make sure you take notes. I've lifted that weight that day, and then you carry on from that onwards, which is very important as well. But also, it's about coming out your comfort zone. When you come out your comfort zone, you'll start to see things differently in a different way, because we get comfortable in parts of ourselves where we think, okay, I'll just carry on with this. You have to get yourself uncomfortable to look at things differently and what you want to achieve as well. That's very important. And I always get said before in previous videos, you keep a circle of friends who know you can lean towards and ask questions, ask advice, and you make every day count from the start of next month up until end of next year. Because when it comes end of next year in 2026, you can write that story. that you always said that you wanted to be a painter, you wanted to be a PT, life coach, podcast, talk about things that you want to talk about, but you keep those things to yourself. The more energy that you focus on, the more results come out. I'm not saying not to talk to people, express, and I've done this, but you put the work in and you just keep going. Put your head down, stay quiet, not saying not to tell people, but reach out to the people that you want to speak to, then you keep going. And I see it's very effective. Different in different ways for different people, because people respond differently. But the basic thing I've said before is you could journal, meditate, breath work, to relax your nervous system if you feel stressed. Reiki is another thing as well. And also knowing that, be proud of yourself, what you've achieved as well. Set those targets and have like a whiteboard, have schedules, and you discipline yourself for the schedule. So you look up, I'm doing that for 4 hours. Once I've studied the 4 hours, then you have downtime, have an hour or 2 hours to watch TV, or it could be going for a walk, and then you reflect on the points of what you've learned, or it could be when you've trained that day, or it could be going yoga. You have a schedule, because you can have schedules for yourself, knowing that you can put that into place as well. Affirmations is good, because at times you might say, you know what, I'm so silly I've done that, and you can beat yourself about it, and you think, okay, but you know what, the best thing to do, affirmations morning before you go to bed, that will help for yourself. And I feel when you're doing that, it's important, because there's times you might say this to yourself, and don't talk horrible about yourself. Affirmations and gratitude is very important. I'm grateful for the day. I'm grateful I've achieved. It could be that the gym, going for a walk, I've done my first podcast, or I've written a book, or the first couple of pages. And then you keep saying on what I'm grateful for, families, the food that's put out for me, friends who care about me, the list goes on. So that helps as well. All the things that you're grateful for, you put them into a box. And even if you feel a bit frustrated, I call this thing dumping. So you get your journal, put a timer on for 10 minutes or 15, and you write how you feel, get it off your chest. That lets everything off your chest, which will help then to get it off. Set a time for yourself again, come back into what you want to achieve. Don't overdo it. Oh God, I gotta do this, gotta do that, gotta do that. It doesn't help. Take your time, step by step, by step, by step, by step. Then you continue and you carry on. Resilience, discipline is very important moving forward into the new year with where you want to achieve your goals, and motivation. But the discipline and the resilience is to continue and continue and continue and keep going. I have to say this is very important, because there's goals that I want to achieve. I've achieved a lot this year and I'm proud of myself. We all make mistakes. I put my hands up, but also it's a matter of you bounce back. You get up and you continue and you carry on and you move forward and you carry on. But also treat yourself, go on holiday, take a break, spa, weekend away. Once you come back, jump back straight back into it, because it's like a recharge. Because all these goals that we will achieve, all you want to do, you have to put a timeline in, a recharge. So for example, it could be, say, I don't know, January comes, buying the February, I'm going away for the weekend. And you set that time for yourself for the weekend and you go away. By mid-March, you jump back in, or whatever time that you want to fit in for yourself. Because once you recharge, you're like a car, or I call Energizer Bunny, charge your battery and come back into it again. Thank you for taking the time out to listen to this video. There'll be more videos to come. Like I was saying earlier on, I do apologise. There has been a delay. I haven't done a video for a while, but I've been busy over Christmas. Sean Burke is back. Remember my offer, Everything is half price up until end of January, the 31st of January. DM me, call me, message me. Thank you again. I just want to say Happy New Year to everyone. I hope all your dreams come true. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. And there'll be one more thing I'll say. In March, I'll be in Paris. I'll put that up as well. Thank you.